Okay, let's do this. We are live.
Not quite yet.
Hey,
Are we live? Oh, there's a commercial running. Okay, so our dip out is now back on.
our dip out?
I sent a message about one of our guests who couldn't make it, but now they can.
Oh, Ellen.
Yeah.
Okay.
See.
Okay, I just skipped it.
So did I. I'm waiting to see the live stream to load, and it's not loading.
All right, there we are.
Good morning, everybody. This has been it's always a bit of a challenge when we're doing these live streams on Zoom. It's not that friendly, and I haven't had the time, or Peter has had the time to figure out how to do this crap through OBS or Streamlabs or any of those. So you're dealing with the rookies.
Well, the added obstacle of this was that I was trying to do the premiere scheduled live stream rather than like right on the spot, which added like an extra layer of like WTF. So
Gotcha.
anyhow, good morning, everybody.
Hey,
Cheers.
yay. So with that, we are here. We've got a handful of you here. So let's get going. Welcome back, Masters and Princesses, to a very special episode of Made News Network. This is our 1 year anniversary stream, a little bit late, but we are here. I am your host, SJ Nix, and I am here with.
Peter Lim. Peter Lim.
Yay! All right. So, just right up front, thank you all so much for all the support you've given us over a year. I never knew what was going to happen with this. Uh, it's been it's been great. I've enjoyed every minute of this, even the stressful times when things aren't doing what they're supposed to do, and just going from town to town and show to show and recording videos at 5 a.m. and Peter's recording videos at 12:30 at night. But I personally just want to say thank you to everybody for all the support you've given us.
Yeah, thank you, but I do not concur with SJ sentiment. I did not enjoy every single minute. There were times where things were a total pain in the ass. But having SJ around as a partner helped a lot, and having you guys around really helped a lot to keep me going. It's just one of those things that I can't have imagined doing by myself. It's just too much. So thank you guys, and thank you, SJ.
No, absolutely. Yeah, it can't. There are times when it was a lot trying to get stuff figured out, both from the recording and streaming side of things to the um, self-imposed logistical nightmares of flowers and cards and sunglasses and everything that comes with it. But it was all 100% completely enjoyable. I would do it again. And I'm just happy that we've got the support that we've had from the
Yes.
fans. I hate it's so weird to say fans, but from the people who come
From you.
and watch us. Yeah, exactly.
From you guys.
All right. So Pete, why don't you go dial this all the way back to pre day zero for MNN? Tell us how we got to where we are today.
Okay. Oh, before we do that, very quickly, I'm gonna take these off, but I'm wearing Misa sunglasses because today is base day. And Misa did get to play at Spotify O East in Tokyo, where she had, I forgot their names, but she played with a couple of people. And on Twitter, she posted a pic where who was there? Everyone except Psyche was there. Everyone except Psyche was there to help support. And our good friend Hawk Metal was actually there, and he saw the girls like up on the second floor. I think he went to use the bathroom, but they were gone by then. So yeah, that is why. And if you do have these and if you've worn these, it's hard to see, so I'm gonna take these off. And one last thing is that I was talking about doing the collage, not colossus, the collage, and it will be done. And I'm thinking I'm just going to put it all together and set it up for right before Yokohama. So it will be there. If you did submit a picture, thank you. I will use it. It will be done. Okay. All right. So with that, you know, there's a couple of different sides to how MNN kind of came about, because I had been kind of going through in my head for a while, like, I wonder if I could do this thing. Do I want to do this thing? Do I want to be a YouTuber? So I had been going through that for a while. And, and then SJ on his side was saying like, okay, it would be cool if we did this, if we had this, at the Velasco in downtown LA in 2022. I thought, okay, cool. So he was like, Peter, do you think you can do that? And I was like, I should be okay in front of a camera. I don't think I'll be too bad. So we did it. We had a lot of fun. It was the first time we had met. So I don't think, well, I think online I had been known for being a little bit of an obnoxiously humorous person. So I don't know how that ended up being, I don't know. How did it seem that first day at the Belasco?
Never in my life did I think I would play a straight man to anybody, but you're just so over the freaking top with your punny type of humor and just smart ass little comments. I ended up taking somewhat of the straight man role. I think our first live streams were freaking fantastic enough that we've got, professional YouTubers telling us to start a channel. So here we are.
Professional YouTubers.
Both
Yeah,
of them.
no, they are. No,
Hey.
they're doing very well. They're doing very well. And they've been around, they've established themselves for sure.
Right.
But yeah, so we did, we did those activities at the Belasco. We had a lot of fun. And then I came back to Japan and I thought, yeah, I think we could actually do this. And I don't remember, but I know SJ, you said that either one of them or both of them had said, hey, why don't you guys do a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, it was both of them. We're sitting out front in between the streams that we were doing. It's like, man, you guys could have a channel.
Okay.
And that kind of, at least for me, that started the wheels rolling. This really was just supposed to be a couple of live streams from the birthday shows through our Facebook page, just for fun and screwing around. And it kind of, even the name MNN was born that day. So it was one of these things that just, it happened really quickly and very organically at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, so I came back to Japan. I put together like a little logo banner that we're still using. We may change it up, since it is a new year. I don't know, we'll see. But I threw it back to SJ. I said, what do you think? He's like, yeah, I love it. I was like, you down? Let's do it. So then we did it. And 1 year later, here we are. We weren't totally sure what we're going to do, but we had the idea of doing interviews with fans, of updating people on what's happening with Band-Maid. Yeah, anything else that we had planned at the beginning? It was kind of loose and vague, right?
Yeah, we didn't know what we were doing. We were just like, well, it was like you said, it was an interview with the bands, an update on Band-Maid. And initially it was kind of going to be all Band-Maid all the time. And that's kind of morphed into something else, which I don't see it as a bad thing. And most of the people who watch our channel are okay, right? There's always a couple people who have things to say, but it's the internet. Everybody has something to say. But I think the idea of us introducing people to bands that are smaller that aren't going to get that exposure, we got to remember that 10 years ago, Band-Maid was in that spot. No one knew who they were. They were just some small club band that they were hoping people would see them when they came to see somebody that was bigger. So if we can give back to the community in that way, I'm all for it. Yeah,
I totally agree. And it was definitely an unexpected surprise, but very happily welcomed for sure. And due to that, due to kind of my being in Japan, the exposure of all these bands that I ended up seeing, um, and it kind of really all started out with Hades, where, well, initially we had talked about bands that we liked and thought, oh, maybe we can possibly do interviews with these bands. And then it was actually Hades that started off my like going to a show and seeing all these other bands. But it was really Hades where I thought, oh my gosh, I love this music. I want to interview them. Can I? And
Mhm.
somehow it just happened. I said, hey, do you want to? They're like, sure. And then after a little touch and go, it was like, oh, we're busy, but how about in May? We'll be back. I said, uh, okay, sure. May sounds good. The interview happened. And from there, I feel like just a lot of good stuff came from that. A lot of different bands, a lot of different interviews, and yeah, it's been really enjoyable for sure.
Okay, cool.
So
So I guess our video is a little sketchy. It's popping in and out. Fortunately, not a ton that we can do. Oh, it's on my side. A bunch of buffering. So I guess the feed going out to you, it's coming back a little choppy or not as smooth as it could be. We're sorry
okay.
about that. There's we're doing our best with what we have right now. So please stick it out with us. If it
Hopefully it
completely
stays
drops
out.
out, let us know. So, but with that, talking about these other bands, Peter, what do you want to share?
And because of that, I had been entertaining over the past year and been saying to you and other people, it'd be cool if I actually moved to Tokyo so I could actually be in the heart of what's happening with the music industry, with these bands, especially these smaller bands, these club bands going around. And, I had this talk with Michael Barber about a hamster wheel. So a lot of these bands are kind of just kind of going through the same place, the same thing. And in order for them to break out of that hamster wheel, they would need to be exposed to more of the world, more of, they would need to be exposed to like the Western world, I felt like. And that's kind of, it became sort of a personal goal. And due to sort of personal situations and the way things turned out, my intent now is to actually move to Tokyo, to actually be there and to have a lot more opportunities to work with a lot of different bands. Um, and so, yes, my plan is to move to Tokyo during this winter. I don't know exactly when. And because of that, a Patreon is going to be started. And if you don't mind, I'll just share very quickly this page with you guys so that you guys can get an idea of what will be happening in the very near future. So, okay. So if you guys can just bear with me very quickly. All right. So if you can see this page, this is an old edit that I did from way back when, one of my favorites. But the Patreon will be called MNN Tokyo Plus, and it is called Tokyo Plus because I will hopefully be in Tokyo very soon. And it is plus because there's just a lot of extra stuff that you'll be getting. And I won't go into all the details right now, but at the moment, there are 5 different tiers that will be available to you guys. And each tier offers its own benefits. And the higher up on the tier level that you go, you will be getting all the previous benefits in addition to that tier's benefit. So there are 5 of them. Take it as you will. The first is called Just the Tip. This is just your appreciation for our channel and a donation, and you will get a graphic and a thank you from me as well. The second is the Silver, which is Backstage Pass, $10 a month. And there are a lot of things that I have personally that I will be sharing with you as well. Whether it be a lot of Band-Maid graphics, photos that I've acquired over the years, just reviews that I've written, a lot of different things that, yeah, that if you're interested in, it's available to you, and that will be added. The other is gold tier, which is insiders, and this is a lot more intimate stuff that I'll be sharing with you. My clothes will be on, but it'll be a lot more complete and unedited material with behind the scenes exclusives with other bands as well, a chance to possibly get greetings from bands as well. And you'll also have access to photos, as I've been able to take a lot of photos of these bands. So that'll also be available to you. The next one, the fourth one, is Platinum, which is Chatterbox. And this is for those who really want to get a chance to just talk about Band-Maid, about these other bands, and really anything else. And it's also there for those of you who want to actually practice your English. maybe. SJ, I think this one's for you. No, if you want to practice your Japanese, and I know there's actually quite a few of you who are also interested in like K-pop and K-dramas, and you're into like K-rock with like Rolling Quartz and DH something, I forgot, with those other bands. So we can meet together, we can talk, and we can do Japanese stuff together, we can do Korean stuff together, we can do English stuff if you are not an English speaker. And then there are also personal lessons that are available to you as well if you would like that. And then the last one, Scratchbacks, which is the diamond tier. This is really, I am helping you in a very intimate way in terms of things or opportunities that you may want in terms of help with tickets in Japan, just coming here, interacting with the bands on a more personal level as far as getting shout outs from them, even merch. I will be willing to buy material, clothes, goods, all that stuff for you. And whether you pick it up in Tokyo or if you want to ship to you at your cost. So there's 5 different tiers, and I will post the link in the chat so you guys can check that out if you want to. And you can go ahead and apply for the membership, and we'll take care of that. Okay. So yeah, that is that for now. Anything that you wanted to say on that?
No, that's cool. I mean, well, at the top tier, just the ability to get stuff that you can't get, something that you can't even get this through proxy services, because there isn't, some of those bands don't even have a web page where you can buy stuff from. So the ability to get, for you to go to a show and buy merch is actually pretty damn cool. So that, and I know that's a huge commitment from you, which is why that level is limited to, I think it said 15 people. So for you super hardcore guys, especially with the smaller bands, the ability to get that is pretty damn cool.
Yeah, with so that, I will definitely I'll definitely keep you guys updated, and again, I'll do the best that I can to make sure that all the stuff goes well. And this is all due to the fact, again, that these smaller bands, I feel like, need more opportunities to be exposed to more people. And I actually wanted to share the congratulations video from a few of those bands, if you don't mind.
Do it.
And I just realized that the last time we did this, we tested it, the volume didn't come out. So if you can't see the video, there will at least be the subtitles. We played this last time, and hopefully it works out okay. All right, here we go.
No sound. Yeah, no sound, buddy.
All right. So we'll just talk over this in as it's playing. So yeah, I had asked actually for these bands to if they wouldn't mind just kind of congratulating us and patting us on the back. So it was really cool that they actually did decide to send these videos to us. And when you interact with these bands, you discover how fun and cool these bands are. They're saying MNN first year anniversary, congratulations. uh,
And that's Sheglapes.
yeah, the Sheglapes are so entertaining on and off stage. And they're so kooky. They're an Osaka band. I've seen them 3 times this year, and they're so much fun. They're just so much fun. Okay. All right. Sorry that you guys couldn't hear the audio. But yeah, I hope you guys still enjoyed the video. So yeah.
Right. So if you want to actually hear the audio, if you go back to our recorded message that we actually put out on our anniversary from last Saturday, at the end of that, all of those are strung together and you can actually hear the girls going nuts.
Yeah.
All right. So next, let's talk about the 2023 tour. The 2023 tour for me was, it was a whirlwind of 3 shows, Portland, Spokane, and Anaheim. That was, you maniacs, Hoagie, and all these other guys who chase them for a week or 2 solid and don't miss a show. I have no idea how you guys do that. Just the Portland and Seattle was a lot. And thank God Seattle was assigned seat, so I didn't have to worry about lining up. But man, all that travel, that kicked my ass, if I'm being perfectly honest. But now, Peter, you got Anaheim, but then once you got back, you had a bunch of shows. How many shows did you end up going to?
I actually did 3 shows in my area in April. So it was those 3 shows. And then I did Anaheim with you guys. And then when I came back, I did Hiroshima. I wasn't planning to, but Richard Hogan kind of nudged me on for Takamatsu. And then there were the 2 Hokkaido shows at Sapporo and Otaru, and then Osaka Namba Hatch. So if I'm not mistaken, a total of 9 Band-Maid shows this year, which is a step up from 1 last year. Oh, no, it was 2, actually 2 last year, because it was Osaka and then it was Velasco with you guys.
Oh, okay. So looking back at all that, what was your favorite moment from that tour?
From the Band-Maid shows, I mean, I loved getting the drumstick from Akane. That she handed to me and Hogan and Tommy Tin, I think another person. So that was really cool. The glasses, that was really fun and just interacting. But in terms of like just a Band-Maid show, just like being in it and just loving all of it, I think it was Takamatsu. Hiroshima and Takamatsu were I think 2 of my favorites. Hiroshima because that was when Konami ended up taking a sip of, I think it was just her beer. I think it was just Misa's beer, and then completely losing her mind on hate. And then Takamatsu, just the whole show, I don't know, it was a lot smaller. I think it was like 300 capacity, but just so intimate, so tight, so sweaty, so close. And then I was being obnoxious and throwing out things to like the members, and like, Kubata was replying back to me and talking. So we kind of had like little moments. I was like, that's fun. That's cool. So I enjoyed that. How about for you?
You know, I was thinking about this, and it's like it's a tiny little, it's really just a moment, but it's
Mm,
always stuck with me because it runs through my head a few times. When we were at Anaheim, and because I brought my family, we had a box up top, and
right.
I couldn't be down in front with you, but it was important for me to bring my family. And at one point, my wife needed to go to the restroom, so I went with her because she doesn't see well. And as we went over there, I start hearing the recorded part to Rene, and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, holy shit! I start going nuts. I'm jumping around and I'm singing, and this this black security guard, she's like, "Sir, you can't stand right here." I'm sorry. I'm so excited. It's my favorite band in the world. She's like laughing at me. She's like, "Okay, but you can't stand right here. You need to move over here." And it's one of those goofy little things that's just kind of stuck with me from that.
Mm,
But that show was fun and special because I got to be with my parents. And then that whole morning,
mm.
you started at like 3. I think we got there about 6.
Yeah.
And oh man, so many things. God, the guy in freaking Portland who just rolls up and gives me
Ah,
a VIP ticket and $400 cash. I'm like, what the heck?
and then
I still
the
can't.
eargasms
Yeah,
too.
and the ear. So that $400 we spread around, man. We uh, I bought some merch at Portland and took it to Spokane and used it for giveaways at our pre-party. Um, I spread the money around as best I could. Like we had donuts and coffee the morning of Anaheim, and then
Mm.
I used what was
Did
left,
pizza.
and we bought pizza and fed everybody who was in line at lunch. They got free Domino's. Uh,
Yeah.
it was just such a cool. This whole thing was such a cool experience. It was really fan driven from start to finish, and
Yeah. Yeah.
just I mean,
Well, I mean
there's more memories, huh?
that really is one of the, I don't want to say surprise, but one of the coolest things this year was because we were coordinating things and because I was out as an MNN correspondent, the opportunity to meet people, people willing to come up to me and talk to me. And so I was meeting a lot of people. Unfortunately, sometimes the time was too short and there were too many things to be done, but it was
Yeah.
still really cool just to meet all these people. And uh, I mean, you know this really well. It's just the generosity of the fans for all the gifts, for all the little pranks, all the things that we did. It's just
It's
ridiculous.
crazy. I mean, I crowdfunded over $8,000 this year for all of the different types of shenanigans that we were doing. Be from the it started with the Misa stuff at Belasco, and then that went on
Mm,
to Psyche's birthday with Last Rock Stars, and then that
right.
moved on to the sunglasses and the playing cards and uh, the insane flower arrangement for the Anaheim House of Blues show. That thing was just massive. 10 dozen roses, two dozen for each color of each maid, arranged in the way that they would be standing on stage. Just the damn thing was a foot taller than I was on the stand. It was gigantic. Uh, but all of that stuff only happens because the fan base is so dedicated and they want to participate in any way that they can.
Mm.
And I'm happy to be the logistics, the facilitator of this stuff, but it would never happen without everybody just happy to kick in and be a part of it. So thank you to everybody who donated this year. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of fun, and I do it again, and I'm sure I will when we get them back here in the States.
Mm.
I wanted to back up because someone asked a question about these other bands that you're interviewing, and the question was, are they fans of Band-Maid? Are they aware of Band-Maid?
Um, I know that some of the members, some people are aware of Band-Maid. I don't know if they're fans. I've never asked them that, and I don't know. It seems weird. On the one hand, yes, we are, I think, a Band-Maid channel, but on the other, I kind of wanted to keep the focus on them as a band rather than like, oh, do you like this band? Do you like this band? It may
Yeah.
come up,
Mhm.
but I just it felt like a little bit of a social faux pas, to be honest.
And I'm inclined to agree with you. If it didn't come up organically from them, it's not,
Mhm.
you don't want to shove a mic in their face. Are you guys fans of Band-Maid? That's just, it's a little disrespectful. Yeah, I get
Right.
you.
But if like if this, I never had the opportunity, maybe later on, but like for example, Haruka from Asterism, she's done covers of Band-Maid. Toko, the drummer from Saiseiga, has done covers of Band-Maid. Then I
Hmm.
could ask them that, like, oh, so are you like fans of them? But just to kind of
Hey.
throw it out there, it felt like, oh, hey, do you know this band that all these people like? It just, you
Mhm.
know. So, but anyhow, we'll see. We'll see.
All right.
That may come up later on.
All right. Any regrets or missed opportunities? That's we did the happy bright side, or is anything that you wished you would have done or would not have done on this last tour?
Um, I really wanted to see the show with where they played Giovanni because I love that song. Um, but anything I would have done or not done, gosh, kind of like what you said, it's just so many shows back to back to back. It, I don't know, it takes its toll. Even for someone who loves Bandmate as much as I do, I found myself like, oh man, I'm getting a little fatigued. Um, but as far as like a regret though, um, not that I can think of. I mean, I think most of what I wanted to do, most of what I wanted, I got, to be honest. That sounds really like privileged, but it's been a pretty crazy year. Thanks to I think a lot of the generosity of people and just the opportunities I've gotten because of that. What about
Right.
you?
Yeah. 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 Um, you know what? I don't think so. I think that three shows inside of a week was right about where I wanted to be. Any more travel would have worn me down. And I think you had mentioned this, that when you see them so many times, some
Mm,
of the specialness starts to wear off a little bit. It's
mm.
you're enjoying it, you're loving the moment, you're getting songs you maybe didn't hear before. But I think, and again, this is, I don't know how Hogan does it. I would, that many shows in that, you're basically at that point, you're freaking staff, and you just, it's got to get a little repetitive, even though it's fun every time. So I like that, the keep retaining the specialness of, so picking shows that have some significance, whether it be a
Mm.
birthday show or, it's a
But see,
travel show.
that's the hard thing, that is that because this year, especially with the songs, the set list changing all the time,
Mhm.
you weren't sure when it was going to be more special than the other one. Like it was special, but was it more special than this one, or will it be more special than that one?
Right.
So the fact that I was able to go to Tatsuyama and I got Youth and YYY, just like
Yeah, for sure. That's a, yeah, that was a good one. That's just like us getting Warning and Hibana at Belasco.
uh
That was a
warning.
massive 1-2 punch. Yeah, we lost our minds for Warning, and they didn't play it many
Warning
times
this
this
year.
tour. Yeah,
Yeah,
hardly at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
So that was super special. That is top three a lot of times, depending on the day. That's usually my number one song. So to get that, that
Mhm.
was absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
that goes into our next topic for Yokohama.
Mm, yes. So we'll throw it to you. So, what are your three must have songs for Yokohama? And part two of that, what are two dream songs for Yokohama?
Mm,
What about you, crowd? What are your two dream songs for the Yokohama set?
yeah, jeez, jeez. Yeah. Well, what about for you?
Okay. So, Must-haves, I'm going to go with Warning,
Hmm.
Puzzle, and Moratorium. All songs that have
Hmm.
turned up, kind of
Hmm.
spread around the history of the band a little bit. And I think those are going to be must-haves. If they don't make it, I'd be a little, at least two of those three, I'd be a little surprised if they didn't make it.
Hmm.
And I'm also of the opinion that this set's going to be longer. I think they're going to cross over that 23, 24 song threshold, maybe 26 to 28 because of how special this is. And
Hmm.
I expect a little bit of the middle part to the Homogeni maybe be a little bit longer, or maybe they'll do something that's a little more serious, more of a thank you for everything you've done for us.
Hmm.
Um, do I know for sure? No, that's where I'm leaning. And I'm going to go with Me 262A1. Smile would be one of my dream songs. And my other dream song, and this is like a huge dream, would be anything off of Made in Japan. I don't even care. Just an MIJ song that isn't forward. So something besides forward, because forward turns up anything. I mean, Evergreen, Big Dad,
Be okay.
anything. Be okay. Absolutely. Any of those.
Hmm.
All right. Come at me. Your turn.
Um, I do miss Warning a lot. I do miss Warning a lot. So definitely Warning. Um, Other must-haves. I mean, again, this sounds so privileged. I heard so many songs this year. Um, God, but hearing Rene again made me realize how good of a song it is. And God, if I wouldn't want to hear that again. Like Warning and then Rene and then Hate, like back to back to back. That would be so good. Um, yeah, I heard Moratorium quite a bit this tour, so it would definitely have been. But I'll say I only heard it once. This was in Kyoto where I heard Secret My Lips. So I'll say Secret My Lips. That's I would love to hear Secret My Lips. I would love to hear that. And then dream songs that like never ever ever happen. I always say this Beauty and the Beast. And then I'll go with Decided by Myself.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm seeing Arcadia Girl too from that. That would be a fun one. Uh,
Mm.
and then Eagles with an acoustic segment, kind of like it wasn't Line Cube. It was the was it Zep Tokyo? They had the little acoustic set in the middle.
Yeah. That's where they did Puzzle.
Puzzle. Uh huh.
And then what was the other one they did? I can't think of it right now. You
Someone's
guys
gonna
know.
know.
Yeah.
What else from what else from Zep Tokyo besides
Oh yeah,
Puzzle?
YOLO acoustic was awesome at Line Q. YOLO. Oh,
Oh yeah.
that was phenomenal. I would love to hear Blooming. Yeah, I haven't heard that in a while too.
All
There's just
right.
yeah,
So
just yeah.
good.
So many good songs. So many good songs.
So stage setup, I think at one point we were kind of kicking around. Maybe they do it in the round, but I don't think they can. I don't think they can sell that. That is, you're selling that place out floor to ceiling. Don't
Hmm.
think they're going to get there. So I don't know that an in the round would be a good idea for them. But they've mentioned that there's going to be something unique about this stage.
Hmm.
Uh, was it in Akane's match?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe Miku will come out of a little bird cage. And there'll be like a big Nike shoe that Psyche will pop out of.
Well, they had so much fun at Portland with that goofy ass setup where there was this huge strip down the down Konami
Ah, where
side
they're
of the
running
stage.
down. Right,
Right. So
right, right, right.
maybe we get an ego ramp where they can walk out into the crowd, you know, a la like the Guns N' Roses stuff where you go 50 feet out
Right.
into the damn crowd.
Wait,
Uh,
you were at that one? Or you
what?
weren't? You
Portland?
were at that, yeah. You
Yeah,
were,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been definitely like a top moment in this year's tour. Absolutely.
Well, that was the first time I was not right in front of Misa. I was dead in front of Psyche.
Oh.
And man, that woman is impressive. Just her swagger. I don't know what the word is. I mean, I referred to it as regal before, and because I'm a huge Misa guy, obviously, but damn it, if every time she doesn't walk out on stage, I am captivated.
You
So
know, these days people call it Riz. You've heard that, right? Riz.
I actually have heard that before, but I guess that would be accurate. Yeah, there is something just impressive about that woman. Just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah,
We're
for
gonna
sure.
are we chat? Are we gonna get new armor at this show? I mean, I think that's almost a given, but I would be shocked if we didn't. That tends to be the way they go. And I think there's already some, whispers out there in the wind about, yeah, they're going to get it. So,
Hmm.
oh, that's an interesting one. Maybe they play their original instruments and tiny hats for thrill.
See, I can't see them going back to that stuff. They're not into nostalgia that much.
No, definitely not.
They, yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that I think a lot of people would love to see, but that's just not really part of their DNA as a band, is they always want to progress forward. So even going back to these songs, oh, at Osaka Namba Hatch, when they played what's that song? Not Freezer. What did they play? What was that song that just blew my mind? Why can't I remember? They played one of those songs off of New Beginning, and I can't remember which one it was. All right, anyway, it'll come to me at some point. But I definitely they'll get new armor. I feel like that's like not even a question for me.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Um,
will it be something that we like? That's always the question.
yeah. Are we going to slip away? Are we going to keep that slow crawl away from the Maid stuff? I don't see Miko and Konami ever going away from it.
Mm.
That's just kind of they've always kept that. Oh,
Shake
Wandering
that.
Souls. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
correct.
yeah. That's a good one. That's a cool one.
That's what it was.
Um, I think Miku and Konami will always be in the Maid thing, and then I think Psyche and Misa will always kind of be on the extreme outskirts of something that you would consider maid
Mm.
attire.
Right. It's just black. It's just black.
Right.
It's just black.
I mean, I would Misa. I think Misa's the one who's had the most evolution as far as changing. She went from that very kind of
Her
traditional,
outfits.
like a Chinese style button down dress, and then she went to her big baggy pantsuit. I mean,
That's
no
one
idea
now.
where she's going to go next.
I loved the previous one before the Chinese dress, which was like that space age armor with like the big shoulder pads, the stripes on it, and like
Oh,
that like funky jagged like lace looking dress. I don't know, she just looked really awesome every time I saw her in that outfit. So that's my favorite.
all right.
Uh,
Are we
but
going to get? Are we going to get announcements? What are announcements, or what are we thinking we're going to get? There's going to, just like we're 99.9% sure going to get armor. We're going to get announcements for what 2024 has.
yeah. Well, do you want me to answer that, or do you
Yeah, I
want
want
them
you to
to
answer
answer
that. Fool
that?
was a question.
Um, the announcements will definitely be tour or tours. Album for sure. I mean, those are the two big things aside from their new outfits. I mean, is there anything else beyond that? Um, I can't think of anything beyond that, and if there is, then it's out of my scope of like what they've done in the past. Because I'm
So
going
here's
by
a,
like what they've done before.
right. So now that they've done Yokohama, is there a reason to go back and do a Budokan? Other than I know there's prestige to that,
Right.
but since that got shut down, have they moved past that? I guess is the question.
I think so. I think so. That seems more in trend with who they are than it was then. It would have been nice. It wasn't. We go on. If they do Budokan, that's great, but I don't think it'll be as big of a moment or as big of a thing than like Yokohama. It won't be sort of a bigger thing if
Right,
they ever
right,
did
right.
it.
Mhm.
So but
Um,
after that, I mean, what, Tokyo Dome?
ooh,
Uh
that's
that's a
50,000,
possibility.
man. That's like 2.5 times what Yokohama is.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what the end result is of like how many attend this show. Um,
Yeah. And even if they don't sell out, I hope that they do a live stream for purchase. I think they'll do really, really well if they do. Um,
right,
I just don't know if they will. If it was a sold out show, probably they would. They're gonna record it
right,
and release it. There's no way they don't record and release their 10th anniversary tour final show. I expect a Blu-ray
right,
DVD box for that. There's no way that's not gonna
right, right. It'll come with a banana peel, some coffee beans.
happen. Mhm.
For sure. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Dipped in
Um,
Jim Beam.
live stream, I don't see why not. I mean, they did it for TGT, so why not for this? But
Mhm.
if that's the case, I mean, it's the 26th, and right now it's the 11th. So if they're gonna announce it, it's got to be like this coming week.
Right.
So we'll find out soon.
I
We'll find out
suppose
soon.
so. Um, so what I want to do right now is I know we did a contest for those who helped us get to 2,500. That was
We're actually at 26 now.
I know I saw that actually. So if you didn't enter that contest when you had the chance, sorry guys, too late for that. We're going to pick a winner for that in just a minute. And I've actually changed it from a set of keychains. You can either have a set of keychains or you can have the Band-Maid, a set of the chopsticks. So your choice. The winner can choose between the here. Hold on.
Keychains or chopsticks? Which would you rather eat your rice with?
Right. So it's these the rubber discs. It's a full set. That's all 5 colors. They're all right here. So the winner of that is going to get those sent to them anywhere in the world. We'll do that. And then for those of you who joined us this morning, get your thinking caps on. I'm going to come up with a trivia question for you in just a few minutes. It will be something obviously it's going to be Band-Maid related. It'll be related to a song. Once I ask it, the first one who answers it correctly in chat will get a large size t-shirt in this pattern. I think it's from 2 or 3 merch drops ago.
Designed
So
by Psyche.
yes, that is the Psyche shirt. You are correct. That's it's about a $50 value, I guess, especially with shipping and whatnot. So,
And
but before,
if
yes,
if there's somebody in Japan watching this, もしかして今の配信ライブを見てるは日本の方なら、日本の方いれば、プライズはミサのうちわです。So
ah,
if you are in Japan and because the cost of shipping is quite a bit. So since I'm in Japan and if you're in Japan, then you'll get a Misa fan. Okay. This was like three bucks a piece. 250.
those are
Oh,
cool. I don't
actually,
have one of those. I got to get one of those. I don't have one.
that's gonna cost you.
All right. So I'm going to do a screen share here real quick, and then we are going to do the winner of the keychains or the chopsticks. It will be up to that. I'll go back to the original thread for that, and I will tag them, and it'll be up to them to contact me because I don't know who you are. So let's see here.
Oh yeah, you've got your wheel
Oh,
of
yes, here we
fortune.
go. All right. And the winner of the chopsticks or keychains is number 11, Bat 53.
What up,
All
number
right.
one, number 11?
All right. So congratulations, keychains or chopsticks. If you're not watching, I will tag you in the video from the original contest announcement. And then it will be up to you to contact us at madenewsnetwork@gmail.com to get your prize. So, all right.
Which is your first name? Is it number 11 or Bat 53?
I don't see a comma, so I'm going to go with number 11.
All right.
So, all right. Now, thinking caps on. Trivia question for the Psyche designed t-shirt.
What could it be? What could it be?
And I won't make this too hard. What song is credited? No, I'm going to back that up. I'm going to make it a little hard because this is an expensive t-shirt. Band-Maid has recorded exactly one cover song. What is the name of the song and the band that originally recorded it? Go, chat, go.
Is it just one cover song? I feel like I've
Yes.
seen somewhere else. I feel like I've seen somewhere else that they did something.
Oh, I don't think so. I could be. It wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. I made a career out of being wrong.
Oh,
Ryan Mear. Slam dunk. All right. Well, Ryan, congratulations on your Psyche t-shirt. Give it to the next person.
Give it to the next person.
Oh,
I
what
agree.
a solid dude. Falagar. It's all you, buddy. Send an email to madenewsnetwork@gmail.com and I will get you your shirt, Falagar. And you need to like be throwing air kisses to Ryan Mear for giving you that shirt. You have one already. Okay.
I thought I'd seen him in that.
All right. We are about up to our guests. One last thing before we go to our guests. You just got something delivered to you, 2 of which are mine. Would you care to share one of those on the stream?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
I don't know. All right. So you've seen it probably on Twitter X or on Facebook, Reddit, somewhere in the Band-Maid universe. This is one of the Zippos, the 10th anniversary Band-Maid Zippos. So, all right. There it is.
I'm so excited to get that. Both of them. Dun, 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 dun.
There it is. You can see the gold shining.
Yeah. Peter picked up 2 for me, number 189 and number 288. They will go with my with the six lighter original set.
So
that's beautiful.
On one side, it is the Band-Maid bow, if you can see it. And then on the other, it says 10th anniversary Band-Maid. So
beautiful, beautiful. Yeah.
World domination.
I didn't know it said world domination on the side. Cool.
Yeah. So that is what it is. There's a bit of can you see on the inside?
Yeah.
It's not.
It looks like the coating isn't done very well.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, I don't know anybody who's gonna actually use it.
Right.
There might be some people, but yeah. So there you go. That was the 10th anniversary gold-plated Zippo from Band-Maid.
All right. So is our first guest queued up, ready to go?
Who is our first one? Oh, our first one. Oh, we have Mear. Where's Vlad?
I don't know. You said he was good to go.
I thought you had reached out to him.
Are you
Oh
serious?
my goodness, yeah.
I told you to talk to him.
I did talk to him, but I thought afterwards, okay, all right, we're gonna get Mear in here. We'll talk to him, and let me see if I can reach out to this guy right now. Oh my
Good
goodness.
God,
Okay,
man.
this is what happens. I'm so sorry. Well, Mear's coming in. We can say hi. You guys can talk to him. God.
What's up, Brian, man? Welcome, buddy.
You guys.
Uh,
Don't make me out you on the little chat thread that we had with you and Alan. So I don't want to hear about us guys doing dumb shit.
What? What do you mean, Alan? He's always doing dumb shit. I didn't do anything wrong.
Hey, man, thank you so much for joining us today for our little live stream. You were one of our early guests, and we've been on your show. So it's been really great interacting with you. Peter and I met you at the Belasco. And you and Alan were the ones who were like, hey, you guys should probably have a channel. So we
do you
appreciate.
remember that?
You're welcome.
Do you remember that?
At the Blasco?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
But do you remember
do
saying
you?
that?
I don't know.
I had very little sleep, so people
Yeah.
could have said anything to me, and I
I don't.
probably
If he didn't know who I was. As
that
unbelievable
is
as that
true.
is, he had no idea who I was.
Ryan, Brian, Brian
Yeah. No,
Fear.
I think
What?
when you're doing doing like the little contests and stuff, I was like, man, this guy's pretty natural at this stuff. You should probably do stuff on YouTube. So you're welcome, I guess.
Cool. And you, so I'm going to throw some of the questions at you that Peter and I went over. So,
Oh boy,
how many shows did you see this tour?
this tour,
Yeah.
I only made it to one show.
You didn't see him you've been to Japan twice now. You didn't see him in Japan?
They weren't there both times I was there. They were gone.
Somebody,
It's the way it worked
somebody's
out.
not a Band-Maid fan.
Oh
Somebody's
my
not a
God,
band.
yeah. I'm a
Take
fan
that shirt off.
of music.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you've,
just the times where it aligned, I was able to go there. They weren't there, so
I got you.
I was.
But you've done pretty well for yourself, man. With between Gaijin Guys and your own little Mear channel, you're
It's going all right.
You've done a lot of growth in what 2.5, 3 years.
It's been like 2 years, and I got my background on my computer has bands I've met. So I got Gotrek Spin and Say Sega and Lynn and Unleash the Archers and
You met Asterism.
Band-Maid, Asterism. Yeah, man, it's been a
Nadu.
crazy couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing full time, right?
Yeah, trying to make it happen. Still work in progress, So it's always
that's a big leap.
Always convincing the wife that no, it's working.
Right.
You know how it is. But yeah, man, it's going pretty good. Trying to learn about more bands and get some more interviews and stuff, and having fun doing it.
Well, you've kind of got that. I at least it seems like you've kind of built up some of that cred, so these bands recognize you, or at least know of you, and are more willing to do the interviews. Are you finding that to be true?
Yeah, there's a lot like kind of in the works, and that wasn't my initial goal. My initial goal was just to talk about music and stuff, and then it became discovering the music outside of my bubble, and then it became, with the accessibility of musicians now, where you can actually reach out and talk to them, which is still just amazing to me when you find someone who's amazing and you can like send them a message and they might even reply.
Right.
So yeah, I'm starting to just reach out, and we all know there's amazing music outside of the States. There's amazing music in the States, but there's what's kind of provided to us en masse is not maybe the best music. So inside the states, outside the states, I'm trying to reach out to bands that I think are great and that, you know, people here wouldn't really get their eyes and ears on if somebody wasn't pushing out in front of them.
Right. So just one question, kind of not Band-Maid related.
Yeah.
Best discovery of 2023?
Oh my gosh. There's so many. I went on a BG's stream last night and he's like, what's the best band we need to know about? I'm like, dude.
Well, 2022 was Meeting Me, right?
Yeah, that was the best discovery I had, was meeting Peter.
That was 22, so 23.
Yeah, there's so many. But probably the one I keep going back and listen to is probably Toronoko Rami. They that's one where I find myself humming a melody. I'm like, oh yeah, freaking SOS. You know, punch key or whatever. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. I think Peter, you told me about them, didn't you? I think so.
I told no, it was.
Did I tell you about him?
It was Nogard. You told me.
Oh, Nogard. Okay.
Yeah. So he told you about them.
Right,
I had asked you about bands. You mentioned them. I checked them. I said, "Oh, this is pretty good." And then I saw them in Kobe and then in Osaka a couple of weeks ago, and just utterly blown away by their live performance. I mean, if you love their music, even just some of it, when you see them live, it just multiplies by a factor of like infinity. It's amazing. Awesome.
Yeah. So thanks to Nogard for that.
Powerful. Yeah.
For letting us know. Now you've both have seen them and I haven't.
Well, not SJ.
Nogard and Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. You discovered Japanese music about a year ago. You've been there twice. I've been listening to over a decade and haven't made it out of California.
Shout out to Tyler for making that happen for me the second time. Gotta thank him.
And then the night I met him and Ryan in Osaka, we ended up hanging out in line for this okonomiyaki restaurant, but I had to leave. So I talked to these guys for like 20 minutes and then they got their food and I just went home. I had to go home on an empty stomach.
Yeah. There's a bit of the size of, train stations to us little Midwesterners is meet us here and we'll talk. It's like, where are you? Oh yeah. I'm on the other side or whatever, I don't know. Didn't have time though, but it was good to talk to you when we had a chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right on. Well, cool, man. Thank you so much for joining us for a little bit here on our anniversary. Wanted to chat a little bit. Good luck with the Gaijin guys. You guys seem to be killing it pretty much.
Well, you guys need to keep it up too, man. You're doing there's a lot of information, even of course with Band-Maid, but a lot of other bands too, that that's the stuff that got Band-Maid up to where they are, is people, word of mouth, people talking about them. So you're doing good.
Appreciate that. Yeah, we're it can be, as Peter said earlier, it can be a lot of work at times, but it's a labor of love and it's fun. So we keep on doing. I don't know how you do multiple a day. There's
real quick, dude. There's a guy, I went down to see this guy play at this local place, and he had this song, and one of the part of the chorus was, I'm going to quit my 9 to 5 so I can work 24/7. And that's pretty much what the hell happened. It's like,
right.
How was I doing this while I was working? And now I'm not working. I have like no time to do anything else.
Right.
I love it.
But you're doing what you want to do.
Just join my Patreon.
Hey,
I'm gonna draw the line at you shilling your Patreon here, bro.
I won't put it up on screen. Let me just write this down. No.
Let me share my page right now.
Before you go, Ryan, we got a request. Someone wants you to show the Band-Maid Zamitis acoustic. Do you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it as a gift.
Yeah.
So did Wave. Yeah. Someone sent Wave one too.
Did he get one of these?
Yeah. I thought so. Someone sent him a 5-string bass. That's right.
It is.
Cool.
Yeah, I remember. I was like, yeah, somebody sent this to me. I was like, what?
You asshole. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm a very, very lucky guy.
Wait. We didn't ask you to play.
I know. I'm not going to. It's not in tune. I gotta. A lot of weather changing around here, you know.
I think it was like $500. I mean, it's basically an entry level, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. But it's a really nice guitar.
It looks good. Is that stained or is that a mahogany body?
It's
The shell?
it does look like it. Looks like a mahogany neck and body.
Very
It's
cool.
like a stained top. It's not painted matte black. It's stained pearl. Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was painted black. That's cool that it's stained.
Yeah, it's very nice.
That's
guitar.
another thing that's weird, man. People just give us crap.
Yeah.
You give me crap all the time, dude.
Well, it's like Alex at freaking. I keep going back to these damn things. I love these stupid little earphones that were given to me at Anaheim.
Yeah.
They're from Clear, and they come in a nice little case, and they sit behind your ear. I use them all the time, and they sound really, really good. Are they? Yeah, they're just the kind that it's a free commercial. So they go behind the ear, and you can hear what's going on in your environment, but they're nice and clean and clear. Love them.
So when SJ is out, like
That's
chasing
cool.
after the bad guys, he's like,
What is that?
He's got warning playing in the back.
It's a headphone
that,
headphone amp from Now.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
people-
Right.
The fans
That
are
Twitter
amazing,
dude.
man.
Yes,
Absolutely
that Twitter
amazing.
dude.
Well,
He
then,
made that by himself.
so good, so good.
I mean, yeah, they're amazing. Look at the
See, those-
the stuff they
that's-
make.
If there's one piece of fan swag that I want, it's those that I would love to have.
You
those
want
little-
these? You want these?
Listen,
Poor SJ.
fuckers. All right. I'll you want me to flex? I'll whip out the Flappy Pigeon.
Don't make me do
Peter has
that
a Flappy
too.
Pigeon.
Yeah, he's got that too.
Okay, the original 6 Zippos. That's my only flex. The original 6 Zippos.
You know, I got flagged on Facebook for saying I would stab SJ for those Zippos.
You can't. Certain people are threatening. He's.
I
Not
said
one of them, man.
I would stab you for those. And then Mark Zuckerberg came in and said, no.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah.
Well, dude, hey, thank you so much for joining us for just a little bit. I appreciate it. Everything that you've done for us, from the fledgling idea to start the channel to bringing us on to let us talk about MNN, and just what you do for the community as well. Super appreciated. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. And if you ever need anything, we'll see what we can do for you.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, and thanks for keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing a good work, guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
You too, man. We got your
Thank
back.
you.
All right. Take care, Ryan. We'll see you.
Yep.
All right, man. Later.
See you guys.
Go build those stairs.
Yeah.
Later, man.
See ya.
All right. Should we get
All right. Did we find Vlad?
No,
he still
he hasn't
lost in
replied. I'm so sorry, guys. I think Vlad would have been amazing tonight, but some misunderstanding. So yeah, it doesn't seem like we'll have Vlad on tonight. What I'll do is at some point I'll bring him back on as a guest and we'll talk to him then, just to make up for that. So, all right, let's bring on our next guest. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. William, yeah, that of the biggest what the fuck merch item ever from Band-Maid is the shoehorn. That one always blew my mind. I'm like, why?
Well, I mean, during COVID, they had the little like door openers.
At least that's functional. A shoehorn, really. But hey, dude, what's up?
Hey,
Glad you got everything cool on your end.
yeah, everything's good.
Where are
Right.
you?
Yeah,
Are you in some shack?
I'm at home. I live in a trailer. Yes. Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, dude. Ryan was just on for a little bit, and we just wanted to bring in some of the people who honestly helped us get to where we were. I mean, you guys came up with the idea for us to do a channel after the live stream in Velasco. You've supported us. You've always shouted us out on Gaijin Guys. So part of the reason that we're where we are is because of you and Alan and Gigi. So Super
You and
appreciative of it.
Alan. You and Alan.
Yeah.
Is Alan?
You and Ryan.
Well, I mean, congratulations to you guys, man. Congrats on the 1 year. I mean, you could tell that you guys had like the motivation and the drive to do it, and all your Band-Maid coverage has been incredible. And like we love it. It's like a very awesome symbiotic like YouTube channel too. Like it just works really well together. We love it when you guys do reports because we can talk about it afterwards too. So it's just awesome that you guys are doing that, you know. And it's really cool. Like Peter was saying earlier, is like heading to Tokyo and stuff and going to be in that circuit and stuff. That's really cool to hear, guys. I'm excited to see what comes out of that. You know, meeting all the bands and getting in with that. So congrats, guys! It's so awesome that you guys are expanding it. Congrats on releasing the Patreon. So it's fucking awesome.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
Yeah, we're enjoying it. I think the biggest thing about this is actually it's not a job, although that it is work at times, but it's never been a job. It's always been fun, even when it's been hard work. So I think that goes a long way with the content too. Just like for you, you wouldn't do this if you didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like you don't. It's really true. Like if you're really enjoying it, you don't think about all the work, and then it like sometimes you like me, I crash and burn sometimes, but then you're like, oh, I probably should slow down. You know, but yeah, it's when you're enjoying what you're doing, it's makes putting in all that effort worth it. You know, it gives you a sense of purpose, you know, and it's so cool to like have this purpose of like sharing these new bands and stuff that are coming out of Japan and just like showing our love for these bands and the music. And it's so cool that it's a lot of us have started off with Band-Maid, you know, and like you guys did. And I really love that you guys are expanding it too to other bands out there, and just really cool. So you can see all that hard work like just turning into this, you know.
What is the hardest thing for you as a YouTuber? I'm curious.
I don't know, man. There's so many things that are difficult with it. I mean, I used to say, oh, being consistent and stuff, but now I'm pretty consistent with content and everything. But probably making the living off of it, to like feed your family and stuff. You know, having a family doing this out the gate, probably not the greatest idea. I always recommend people to make sure they're fully able to support themselves on YouTube before you leave your job. Maybe I saved up a tremendous amount of money before I started doing it. But you know, that's why I always tell everyone, because that's always going to be the first thing, is the financial stuff is gonna, especially if you have a family. I have kids and wife, and so you know, you gotta be able to do that. That's probably the biggest challenge, I would say, so far for me. Because all the other stuff, I love doing it. You know, I've spent hours just working on a website for the past 2 days, and you know, you like lose track of time. You're like, oh, what? That was so awesome when you get it done. You know, and just making videos. I got a really cool concept coming up soon too, with like interviewing random people and showing them some of these Japanese bands. And I'm so excited to do content like that now. So that's what I like doing, is like the creating part of it is so fun. And yeah, but the biggest challenge is like, you just make sure that you're like financially set so you can, you know, do this thing.
Yeah. And you've got, geez, Dicodec, you're like around 70,000 followers, aren't you? Subs?
Yeah, we're about to hit 100K. We're at 95. Yeah.
Nice.
And so we're excited, man. Like at 100K, like next year, we're hoping for a lot of big news. Unfortunately, I'll let you guys know as soon as I can. But we have a lot of stuff planned for 2024. I can't wait to announce it. And we're taking a whole new direction with the channel, and it's gonna be really cool. So, yeah.
Is it gonna be like? Are you gonna go into like South American music instead of Japanese?
We still, you know, on Dicodec we do everything, you know, but obviously Japanese music's what got us started with everything, you know, and doing everything that we're doing. And so just like spreading like awesome, amazing bands, like just, you know, showing the love. You know, I just got off tour from this past 3 weeks, and you know, I saw a lot of bands here throughout the US that are they're like just struggling, man. They're so good too. It's like kind of what you're seeing over there. You see them playing, doing the circus, doing the same thing. Went on tour with a band called Source, and I was their sound guy, merch guy, and did all that stuff. And I did it because I just wanted to get back to my roots. That's what I started off doing. I definitely don't want to do that again. I forgot how rough it is, but it's it's so admiring, like it's so admirable what the bands are doing, like to put in all that work. Like this band put in so much money just to travel around the states, and fortunately they had some really good shows. And then there's those shows that 2 people, and you still play your heart out. So gave me like massive respect for them. I'm super excited for myself and Dicodec to like go back and start doing what they're doing again. So it's really cool. See.
Right on, man. So how many times there's a few things I want to hit on you with. So you've been to Japan, what, twice now?
I've never been to Japan.
Oh, okay. I'm mixing you up with I apologize. Son of a bitch. Okay. So
yeah. Ryan went to Japan twice.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us today.
No, I've been SJ. This has been Peter.
No, but you've done a fair amount of traveling for this stuff, because you've been part of Baby Metal interviews. You've now been part of Band-Maid interviews. You've been out here to California at least twice, I believe.
Yeah. I've been out to California quite a bit, actually, for Aftershock. Did that interview. And so sorry about those interviews, guys. If you saw the interviews, I was like dying. I was sick for like, I think almost a month straight. But it was because I was just working like crazy. But yeah, I was traveling a lot. And then I did a 3-week tour after I got better. It's pretty brutal. No problem. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, So
no, right on. You put in a ton of work, man, and it is a lot of work. And
yeah,
I appreciate what you do. I mean, I every chance I get, I listen to Gaijin guys, because obviously we're Band-Maid centric, and you can't keep up with all of these bands. So your little Sunday program actually either introduces me to new bands or catches me up on things that I haven't been following too closely, because I just got too much going on. So
yeah, and we just started back this new format, I would say inspired by you guys. You guys were shedding light on some of these smaller bands, and now we like choose a band every week that we talk about. So that's been really fun. We just added that where we talk about like some hidden gems too, and talking about it from a musician point of view, and I think that's really cool. And it's been fun getting out there. I really love doing the in-person interviews too, and I'm looking forward to doing hopefully more interviews. I couldn't get Hanabiye, but it was still awesome to talk to them. They didn't do any interviews while they're over here, but in the future, hoping for it very soon. But just great. It's just so cool how nice all these bands are, like in person, like just incredibly nice and play, and just amazing. The hardest thing though when meeting Hanabiye was saying no to taking a beer, but I couldn't believe I had to tell Yukina no, but I was like, no, I can't. Oh, that was so funny. That was one of the highlight moments from that Aftershock trip for sure. But yeah, it's just crazy how it's all going down, and it's so cool to like hopefully share this with people and they can experience it with us, as we're meeting them, for the people that can't get out there and stuff to these shows.
Well, here's a question that SAS Ryan. What's your biggest or best discovery of 2023?
Oh man, well, it's not a Japanese band.
That's fine.
Okay, then forget it. No. Whoever it is.
Yeah, honestly, I would have to say Hanabiye if I'm gonna. I mean, I discovered them a while back, but like I really enjoyed that new album a lot. I've been listening to that quite a bit, and it's so awesome. That cover, you guys heard the cover by them? Imagine Dragons cover, guys. It's fucking phenomenal.
No.
It is
okay. I'm interested.
They did Believer, and then first off, I've always heard the song Believer like in passing, and we actually broke that song down too, and then I realized how amazing the Imagine Dragons song was. So excited to hear Hanabiye, and we checked it out on stream, and oh my god, they crushed it, guys. They like the original song is catchy with the Believer part or whatnot, the way that they're singing the chorus, and then Matsuri makes it catchy in a different kind of way with the chorus, and they have screaming of course in it, and it's so heavy. I swear to God, it's their heaviest song, which is crazy. Imagine Dragons is like their heaviest song. If you guys haven't heard that song and you like heavy music with melodic vocals, it's awesome. It's really cool.
Yeah, some of the other Japanese bands lately have been doing like covers that I'm not really fond of. So, and Imagine Dragons sounds good.
They crush it.
Well, we actually did an interview with Hiro from J Rock Tours, and he actually was one of the guys that really helped Hanabiye like when they were like just like out of high school, not even out of high school, in high school, trying to make it. So he's seen them through like all the ups and downs because of COVID at their like album release tour. It was like one person, and that was him at one of their shows. So he's been with them through a lot of stuff. So it's crazy to hear that story and then to see how they're blowing up now, which is really awesome. So
yeah, and you know what's so cool about Hanabi? I gotta mention this. The management, Kenny, the manager Kenny, he was like on the side of the stage just rocking out with the band the entire time, singing the songs. I mean, I've seen managers like with bands and they're there watching, supporting, but you could tell he was like not just some random manager assigned, which is shocking for Sony, right? And no, this guy was like, he's a fan of this band. And it was so cool to see the manager singing along with all the songs on the side of the stage. It's so cool. And then meeting him, he was so nice. He's such a nice guy, but he's like a true fan of the band and that happens to be managing them also, which I thought was awesome. That's such a cool synergy going on there with that band.
Oh, that's cool.
Right on.
So their management's got their back like 100%, you know.
Yeah. Just by the way, Vladimir is actually in the waiting room.
Is he really? Because Ed just messaged me and said he was on a long bike ride and couldn't do it.
He will be talking to us on a bike ride.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, Alan, dude, thank you so much for everything, for bringing us on to Gaijin Guys, for helping us get started, for coming on today. It means a lot. The support that we've got not only from the Band-Maid community, but the YouTube community has been just amazing. And you guys, you're one of the OG supporters. So we super appreciate everything you guys have done for us.
Well, I appreciate you guys. I mean, same to you, SJ. I know you supported us and watched our Band-Maid videos and the catastrophes on some of them and great moments. So I appreciate your support too, man, watching all those videos when we were first starting. So.
What were you going to say, Peter?
Yeah, bring us back on, man.
Invite us let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's have some
We need
fun.
to replace Ryan with someone. No, just kidding.
Wait, I thought you were Ryan. Isn't that other guy?
Yeah, wait. I don't know anymore. I had to make the Ryan stab. I'm sure he's did one for me already. Maybe he didn't yet. Maybe he forgot. He's too tired.
So much love. So much love.
Yeah, it's all love. We just bust each other's balls all the time.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Right, guys. You have a good one.
Hey, thanks,
right,
Alan.
man.
Take care,
Much,
bro.
Alan.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you again. Bye.
All right, bring in the Mad Russian. Let's do this. Poor guy. We'll keep him short. I just can't.
Vladimir.
До свидания.
Oh, he's connecting to the audio. All right, everybody. We have Vladimir on a bike ride.
Yeah, I'm actually on my bicycle.
How are you
The Dutch
doing?
windmill. That's so cool.
Absolutely. You caught me at a very nice place. Yeah. The Dutch mill.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
Yeah, also nice to see you guys. Yeah, I saw in YouTube that you will be having this broadcast, yeah, the stream. But then, yeah, nobody said something, anything actually about like how we do it. So I said, okay, the weather is so nice today, probably the last nice weekend before winter comes. And so I decided to go.
Sorry to bother you, Vladimir.
No, it's not a bother. It's such a pleasure to see you guys.
It's a total pleasure to see you. This is the first time SJ actually has been able to talk to you like this, right? Because the last time it was just you and me doing the interview. Yeah. So SJ, please, by all means.
Any questions you failed to ask when we saw each other face to face?
Well, I guess the first question is, we're all hoping that Europe gets a tour next year. If they get a tour next year, are you going to be able to attend several shows?
Uh, well, definitely I will attend everything which is in continental Europe. I'm not sure about UK because for UK I would need a visa.
Okay.
I may try to get it, but yeah. Now as you say it, I'm filled with um, inspiration to get that UK visa. I actually should try. I never been on Band-Maid concert in UK, so it would be interesting. Yeah, otherwise I think I will go everywhere.
Yeah, you
How
got
many
several people
shows?
saying hi to you in chat. So
Hi, people.
they're more excited about you than us.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know, you're like the Mickey Mouse to a bunch of kids. You're like this, you're not a mythical figure. You're not a mythical figure, but you're like this lovable, huggable, like just wonderful character in the Band-Maid community. Like people appreciate you so much.
I'm like a Santa Claus who brings all this a big red sack of videos, right?
That's actually a pretty good analogy, if we're being honest. Yeah. People
Here's a
wait for your
Band-Maid show for
videos.
you. Here's a
It's
Band-Maid
interesting
show
that
for
this
you.
guy, what's his name? Party like a rock star.
Joel.
Joel Rody, yeah.
Joe Roddy. So he reacted to my recording of Moratorium in Boston, and he said Vladimir was not recording with the phone. Definitely, I'm like, yeah, I was recording with the phone. So it was so interesting that he actually rated it so high. Yeah, yeah. I just listened to that. Yeah, the video, like the picture was very nice. Yeah, but the sound was not that good in Boston because where I stood, it was still like in the middle of the room, and it was a lot of reverb. Otherwise, yeah, I encourage him to listen to Hamburg Moratorium, of course, with Kanami solo
Oh,
before it and stuff
that
like that.
logo.
So,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll tell him.
yeah,
He was
that's
going to be one of the guests today, but he had something come up. So, but I'll send him a message to look for your Hamburg moratorium.
yeah, you know, this 3-pack. Yeah, what is they turn me on, Freedom and Moratorium. So, Freedom with Akana solo in the middle and all that stuff. So,
Oh,
it was very
amazing.
nice.
Amazing. Yeah. You know, Vladimir, you're famous in a Japanese magazine because they had photos from the US tour last year. And there's a shot of you recording at the very top is like the third floor or something. You're pretty high up.
In Chicago, probably
Okay,
on the
Chicago.
balcony.
Yeah, yeah,
Probably.
that's what it
Recorded
was.
with 2 phones. Like I was really, because people were like, no, your old Huawei is better than your new one. No, your new one is better than the old Huawei. So we had discussion about it. I said, okay, once and for all, here is a recording from the same point of the same show with both phones. So you can compare. Yeah, I was sitting there on the balcony. Actually, I put them on the edge, so try not to drop them there. And it was the guy came like, "Where is your badge allowing you to be here?" I'm like, "It's over there, over there." He's like, "Over there, show me." And then I dropped the phone and I was like, "Here it is." He was like, "Shit, guy, you couldn't find a better time yet to ask me for his badge." But yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah. You're one of the original crowd funds for us because you originally, I think you only had tickets for like 3 or 4 US shows, and didn't you end up going to like 9 or 10 because people were giving you tickets?
That's the power of the community, guys, right? So I bought I had tickets only for like Washington, Boston, Chicago, something like that. And then everybody was like, Vladimir, would you mind to go to LA? And then SJ, I think it was you who offered me a ticket, or somebody. I already don't remember who offered me what, but they were all very nice people. Like for San Diego, it was Aaron Typon, also another Asterism fan. So we two Asterism fans in Band-Maid community. So it was all the people were very, very helpful. It was amazing, what was happening. People were just giving for free and everything.
I remember at the Belasco show, I think we were talking about giving a gift or doing something, and you were telling me, Peter, you have to go on stage. You can do
Yes.
it. You can go on stage
I remember-
and you can give it to them. I was like,
Yeah, I
don't
was
shoot
trying
me.
to encourage you, and you were like, "No, I have stage fright. Don't make me." I'm like, if you don't do it, you never overcome your stage fright. Do it.
Not stage fright. I don't want to get kicked out.
No, that he doesn't want to get arrested.
No, I mean, of course, it was not like he was not suddenly climbing over the fence and like kicking the security guys. No, the idea was that, I mean, well, I think it was possible just to ask maybe security guys, because it's like, okay, birthday, and we have a gift, and maybe we can go like, I don't know. That was just my idea. I don't know how it's usually in States. Well, I know that for some other bands, they normally like fine if you ask beforehand, right? So it can be organized probably. Here's a designated person, and he will go like during that time. And if Miko would approve, why not?
That's what it is, Miku's approval. That's what it comes down to.
Of course.
All right.
But yeah, no, go ahead, SJ.
I was gonna send him back on his bike ride before he cools down too much. Did you have another question?
It's actually 50 Fahrenheit, 10 degrees C, so it's not that chilling.
Oh, that's nice.
And I have-
That's not too bad.
It's a
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
great.
Oh,
beautiful here. Yeah.
It's what time is it there right now?
It's 30 minutes before sunset. It's 4:31. 4:31.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you need to get your butt home before it gets dark.
No, I will not be able anyway. So it's
Oh.
fine.
Yeah.
No, I'm still
we'll-
like, yeah, I'm on a long ride today.
No,
It's very
we'll
nice weather.
definitely bring you back on. We'll definitely have another interview with you. And
Oh, guys, thank you so much for inviting me. Such a pleasure.
oh,
to
and
see you.
by the way, for those of you who have been following us for a while, during my first interview with Vladimir, he realized that our interview could only go up to 40 minutes because that's the limit on unpaid Zoom. So he offered his own account, which is what we've been using for longer interviews. So thank you so much, Vladimir, for always being so generous, so giving, so loving, so just free with everything that you have. And I really want you to know that you really are a special person and you really have a special place in the Band-Maid community. And I believe that all of it is deserved in terms of the love and appreciation that you get from the fans around you. So I want you to know that. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all your kind words. A
Yeah,
legend, Peter.
not me. Not me. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
No, you are already. Of course, you must understand it. As of course, you humble and stuff. Like what was Miku that scream? Super suited Janai. What she says in a Superstar song, yeah. And then I was telling her that she is superstar, so it's also addressed to you. You are a legend. It's Jay, and
All right,
you
thank
too.
you.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Vlad, thank you for
guys.
coming on. I appreciate it. Sorry about the miscommunication thing, but it's amazing that you would stop, take the time to do this for a little bit. Super appreciate it. You're a big part of this channel from the beginning. We love working with you. If you come back to the stage, we'll do our best to take care of you again. The fans obviously love you. You've got a bunch of comments in the chat saying hi and how great you are, and you're an awesome dude. So we appreciate you taking the time and hope you enjoy the rest of your ride.
Those people who say that there is no God should take a note of this moment. Like you caught me exactly at the moment of this very picturesque place, at this place where I can sit, and I actually wanted to take a break. So everything was organized, I think, somewhere up there in the heavenly office. So thank you
And
very
you are
much.
an angel. You are an angel. All right. Thanks, Vladimir. We'll
All right,
talk to you
Vlad.
more. We'll talk to you more.
Okay.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye. Arigato.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Don Svidanya?
Oh, you know Russian.
I said that at the beginning, and someone goes, "That's how you say goodbye, dummy."
До свидания.
All right, Vlad. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Okay.
Bye.
I disconnect. Yeah.
Yeah, always so fun talking.
That whole
with
screen
you.
that's amazing. That whole
Yeah. All right.
all right, well,
SJ, all you.
yeah. So we've done almost everything that we wanted to do. And those for who have been kind of keeping track of this whole anniversary thing, we said we had contests, we had guests. We said we also had a bit of a surprise, or not a bit of a surprise, and a real surprise. And we have gotten to that point now that we're going to share something brand new for you. This channel has always been Peter and I, with some help from Chester from Cafe in the background with stuff. Tons of master energy around here. But one of the things that we felt that we were lacking was a little princess energy. So going forward into 2024, we are adding a part-time contributor to this channel who will be helping with interviews if one of us is busy, or if we just feel there's something else that we want to add to it, or just change the dynamic a little bit for how this channel is going forward. So with that, we'd like to introduce you to our new part-time.
How did we meet this person?
Oh, don't do me like that. How did we meet this person? Well, she's been on the channel before. We've done an interview with her in the past. Yes. And the energy is just so freaking amazing that no, it's not Michelle. Her energy is so infectious and so amazing. And she's just, from the moment she discovered the band, she went whole hog and crash course, learned everything that she could, named her cat after Miku's cat. So those of you who maybe know who that is already, let's bring her on in, Peter, and welcome the brand new member to MNN. Oh, here we go.
Oh. Da, 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 da.
Huzzah.
Welcome, Destiny, to Made News Network. Thank you so much for joining us and agreeing to be part of our channel.
Oh, thank you guys for the invite. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Been having some difficulties today.
No, everything's okay now, though.
Yeah, no, someone crashed into a pole and things happened, so internet dropped.
Oh, okay.
But thank you guys so much. I'm so happy to be a part of this and get to geek out about Band-Maid with you guys. It's going to be a good time.
No, 100%. Yeah, we wanted to bring you on much sooner, but then a couple of things were conspiring against this. We're just going to use you for one of our other Princess interviews, but it just didn't happen. But in the interim, we were able to pull some of the money. In fact, for those who know, the money from Portland, there was a little bit of that left over even after the pizza party. So I put that toward getting Destiny some of the gear that she would need to be a part of this channel. So we're super happy to have you on board. And
get some lady energy going on in here.
No, I think I think that dynamic's going to be really interesting for some of these interviews going forward. And if anybody's a little bit hostile, we use you to soothe the savage beast.
I'm the hostile one. What are you talking about? How am I supposed to soothe that?
I'm a gentle, I was going to say gentle giant. I'm not a giant.
Oh,
gentle
goodness.
Little bear.
Gentle little bear.
Where's Terrell?
Exactly what I am.
He is sleeping in the cat tree.
Oh, don't wake him. Don't wake him.
No, but he's so cute. Everyone needs to see him. This is my Toro, named after Mikus, and he's a baby.
Yeah, well, you told me 6 months yesterday, right?
Yep, just turned 6 months.
Mm.
Had a whole litter of Band-Maid kittens. They all had their own names, inspired by Band-Maid. And this guy stayed with us. Yes, he did.
Well, right on. So did I know you're having internet problems? Did you get to listen to the earlier part of our stream?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Thankfully. I'm actually quite interested with the Yokohama arena.
Mm.
You guys talking about if they're gonna do like a live stream Blu-ray or DVD? Because they did that for Tokyo Garden Theater, and I don't know why they wouldn't. Like theater said, they're probably going to be an announcement about it sometime soon. You'd think. It's a big show for them.
Were you a fan at that time for Tokyo Garden Theater?
I know I bought the Blu-ray, but I don't know if I was a fan like right when it was coming out, because I bought it right when it released.
Right. Well, you said your year anniversary was just like a few weeks ago, right? A couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, it was the middle of October.
Right.
Yeah.
So at that time, at the time of Tokyo Garden Theater, so this year, January, how big of a fan were you?
Oh, God. I had fallen way far down into the rabbit hole.
Okay.
I found them in, I don't know, a couple months before October, but October of last year was definitely when I really just started going off on them, looking up everything. So I know I didn't get to watch the live stream of Tokyo Garden Theater now that I'm thinking about it, but I was aware of it.
Gotcha. So in a year's time, how much has that passion, that love, that obsession grown?
Probably an unhealthy amount.
That's what we like to hear.
My entire walls are just being taken over by this band. So now I've got the bedroom wall, which is still filled, and I've moved things into this wall in this room now. So it's just never ending. Right. Yeah, it's just never ending. It's all there. I don't know. I got decals all over my car. People probably like, who's driving this weird Jeep with all these Band-Maid ribbons and bows? I'm like, it's me.
Are you gonna have like a blue and a red rose somewhere on top?
Oh my God. I should get the Jeep like a little maid bonnet, like on top of
there you go.
Little roses.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, but they've taken over. I still do listen to other music, but Band-Maid's probably primarily what I've been listening to.
Right.
I don't know, something about that band. There's just something about it. Catches you different, hits you different. I've definitely never been this obsessed with a band before, like ever. So it's
been there.
For me, it was Metallica in the 80s when I discovered them and thrash. I went all in for that, and I was in for Maid. But this is like a whole freaking different level of commitment and dedication. The thing you got going for you is your husband's like supportive of it and likes the band. I'm like, my wife tolerates it, but I think after Anaheim, she has a deeper respect for them as a band, and she even like shouted them out. Somebody asked me about my T-shirt when I was driving around the Utah last week. And she's like, oh, no, they're really good. I'm like, who are you? I was happy that she did it.
That's sweet. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's good that everybody I know is supportive. They probably think I'm a little crazy, but that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
All good.
I have a question.
I was saying, I just read a question since everyone knows my tattoos going on here. I'm heavily tattooed pretty much like everywhere except for. But they asked if I have any Band-Maid tattoos. Currently, no. However, I'm already in the works to get some. So there you go.
Some.
I'm gonna have multiple Band-Maid tattoos. Let's face it. Come on now.
So the next time you see her, she's gonna have a red rose and a blue rose and a bow right on her.
I'm saving my face. Okay, that's not gonna happen. Although neck tattoos are a possibility. We might go there.
So come second anniversary for MNN, you see the difference.
Yeah.
We'll do a live stream of me getting tattooed.
So a question for you then. And I know you have some questions for us, but a question for you before we get into that is, in a year's time, now that you're going to be helping us out with MNN and just everything else Band-Maid related, what are you sort of expecting or hoping for?
Well, I think the big thing that everybody's always talking about is interview Band-Maid. That's a long time coming, but can't rush things like that. Although that's really, really cool to think about. That would be an honor, of course. We all, I'm sure, feel that way. I would say things I'm looking forward to for the next year of Made News Network. You know, we're primarily Band-Maid related, but I do like following some of these other bands that you've been covering and posting about. I kind of would almost like to be involved in that at some point. They seem really genuinely cool people, good music.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I'm just looking forward to getting to meet new fans, hearing their stories and, you know, their journey through Band-Maid, because everyone's journey is so different and it's just so exciting. It kind of brings back like your first initial excitement about when you found Band-Maid, to listen to other people talking about how excited they are when they found this band, everything that they love about the band. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Also looking forward to getting to know you guys better so that we can work together. But I don't know, I'm keeping my hopes kind of like, you know, whatever comes, we'll figure it out. But it's all new. It's all exciting. It's just going to be a good time. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Awesome.
Excellent. Yeah. And then if we get a North American tour again, I don't know that we will, man. I'm not going to complain if we do, but man, they really need to go to Europe and some other places and see that stuff. But if they come back and they're in the Midwest, we will make sure, and I'm sure the fans will make sure that we get you to at least one of the shows, and then you can do some pre-interview, post-interview stuff like that. Just that's what we're looking from you, and Jen, just a different perspective and just a fresh face. So excited to have you.
Yeah, not that you guys are like creepy old dudes or anything, but some girls might want to, you know, some girls might want to talk to another girl. No problem.
Totally.
That is true.
I didn't find you guys creepy.
I find me creepy.
You find you creepy?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I find Estrie creepy, but I like it.
But I like it.
I like it.
Oh, I'm not sure about being a part of this now. This seems a little sketch.
So, I mean, I feel I can throw almost any question at you because you've just jumped in so deep that your knowledge far exceeds your time in the fandom. You're like on a power, like a multiplication of 2 or 3. You're like at a 3, 4, 5-year fan with as much as you've picked up in such a short. I'm not even kidding, and I think Peter.
No, it's the research. You know, some people are like, okay, I found this band, they're really cool, I'm just going to listen to their music. That's not enough for me. I have to research. I have to know the bands. I have to watch their interviews. I have to watch their behavior live, all the fun stuff. Yeah, just figure out the band. And that's it. For me, it's nice because I've introduced several of my friends to Band-Maid since I found them, and they actually really like them. So my friends will come to me with questions and be like, well, this member does this and why, and just anything like that. And I'm usually able to answer most of the time.
So I'm going to throw some of the Yokohama questions at you. What song? Give me 3 songs that you must that are musts in the set.
I'm going to throw an instrumental first. Onset. I love Onset, and I'm kind of curious to see if they ever change it up a little bit. I mean, I know they don't typically change their instrumentals too much, but that'd be kind of interesting if there's a fresh take for that. I want to hear Giovanni, Big Time, and HGK. I just love all the little bits in those songs. They're very catchy, and I just think they'd be really, really fun to watch them play live. But I also want to go with Puzzle just as an add-on, because just Psyche live with that song, it's just like a really good connection. And I think a lot of people like that song. It's like a preferred choice I've been finding.
Yeah, people love Puzzle.
They do love Puzzle. How can you not?
And then your 2 songs that are dream songs that are almost certainly not going to happen, but would just be the cat's ass.
Oh, man. That's a good one. There's just so many. Freezer. I would love to hear Freezer. I know it's older and wasn't composed by them exactly, but boy, they kick ass with that song.
It's a possibility now. I mean, they threw
Is
out
it?
Shake That. They threw out Shake That. So
Yeah.
It's definitely a greater possibility than it was before.
That's true.
I would say.
That's true.
That's the song that made me really appreciate what Akane does, because there's so much crap. She's doing all kinds of little things, and she has the good kind of bouncy beat. There's all kinds of little weird cymbal work going on in there. Super got me. That's when I really started paying attention to her as a drummer.
Oh yeah. She kicks ass. So talking about Akane, that brings me to my next song that probably will never happen, but I would love to. Without Holding Back, instrumental. Oh my God. She's like a machine gun in that song.
Yeah.
And it's just so good. It's so good, but you'll never probably hear it. But I wish, because
they've played it live a few times.
I did not know that. That's kind of amazing.
Yeah, I don't remember when though, because it was released with Different. So Without Holding Back, Band-Maid.
Everybody's researching all at once.
I don't see Holding.
I probably put that DVD in just to watch them. Like, listening to the song is fine, but watching them do that instrumental with the white screen and they're all just, doing their thing. I can't get enough of that. I'll probably replay it over and over and over again. Such a good song.
It's up on YouTube, but I don't know if it's official or not. Hold on. Is it on their channel?
What, the actual video?
Yes.
Let's come back to this.
Right.
Last time I knew it was up, but I don't think it was supposed to have been posted because I haven't seen it up since. I still see reaction videos of it. That's about it.
Oh, Falagar says Without Holding Back was on Unseen World. Different was on Don't Be Long.
Yeah. Okay.
I forget how many instrumentals they actually have because they keep going back to the From Now On, and then
I just found Don't Be Long like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, yay, a new instrumental. Love it.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I really appreciated this year, specifically with From Now On, because I've watched it numerous times, and it's one of those songs where the entire band, they're serious the whole time. They're in full on focused instrumentalist mode.
Yeah, I love watching the lives of that.
It's not a fun song. It's not a fun song. So it's I think there are very few songs like that really display Band-Maid's intensity and focus and seriousness as musicians. So I really ended up just falling in love with that song just over the course of the past year. Yeah,
that's one of my favorites. And it's because it's so technical. And when you watch them live, you can see them looking across at each other to know, okay, so they're doing this, so now it's my turn to do this. And it's kind of cool to watch them work out like that. Definitely.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Well,
questions.
Yeah, last chance for questions for Destiny from the chat, man. Come on, if you've got something, go ahead and ask now.
I'm looking. It's a little slow.
Or any questions for
Someone asked
us, Destiny?
Do you drive a Camaro? I'm not sure what to do with that question.
What?
Yeah, who was it? Yeah, me 262A1. Do you drive a Camaro?
Me? No, I have a red Jeep, but I just refer to her as the Band-Maid Jeep.
You kind of got that Midwest biker chick Camaro look thing going, so maybe that's why.
I typically just dress like this. I don't know.
It's a good look. It's a good look.
I'm not fancy. I'm not a fancy bitch.
I am.
Yeah, you are, Peter. You're such a
don't
fancy
mess with
bitch.
Me. Don't mess with me. I want what I want when I want it.
Oh,
And I want
wow.
it now. I want it now.
Well, okay, so just for future reference, I may be the female on this channel, but Peter's the diva.
Got to do the little Japanese piece.
Diva. Divine.
Oh my goodness, I can't.
You'll have to adjust. I think SJ has slowly developed a what's the word? Developed a
So I'm being asked if I
Sorry.
play any instruments.
Hmm.
I can play the piano. I had a choir pianist when I was in choir in high school that I would come before or stay after, and she would teach me piano. It's been a little while since I've really dabbled a lot, though I can still play some songs. So I can play piano. As far as instruments I would like to learn, probably drums sounds super fun. I think I would definitely kill it with drums.
Do you have a good sense
Right
of
on.
rhythm? Can you feel things pretty good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do
I got
it.
a good
Do
sense
it.
of tempo and beat and stuff.
No,
I don't
do
think
it.
the neighbors would like it though, as a drum kit.
You can get an entry level electronic kit at Guitar Center for about $450 plus a small amp.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not at all. All right, Peter. Anything else?
Well, I don't know. Like Destiny, do you have any questions for me or SJ you want to ask?
Yeah, actually, I was wondering, with all the shows that you guys have went to, do you think they've changed majorly? I know they're always progressing, but I've only seen them once live, so I can't really put like a pin in it about if they've been any different versus anything else. But do you think they're more secure? Do you think they're playing around a lot more? Because it kind of seems that way during Imagine time. Maybe they're relaxing a bit. But I've only experienced it once, so I can't say. But I'm curious to know what you guys think.
So for me, going back to 2017 at J-Pop Summit, they have every time I see them, it gets better and better. But I think by the end of 2022, there was a significant change in their confidence in how they played on stage, how they interacted with each other as well as the crowd. And then this whole tour 2023, as it's come around, with each live show, it seems like they were just getting more and more and more comfortable and confident. And I've said it before, but I go back to the Lollapalooza show was actually a very noticeable change in them, how they
That was aggressive.
It was very much so aggressive. Because their music, by its nature, is aggressive, and it doesn't always come across when they play it live. It comes across crisp and clean, but that aggression wasn't there. And there was something. It was like someone said they just decided about 3 or 4 songs, and they're like, "Fuck this," and they just said, "We're gonna go," and then went. Someone wants to know if you got a Zippo.
No, I should. I'm a smoker. But no.
Would you use that Zippo for smoking?
It doesn't look very safe. I would say probably no, but maybe carry it around and pretend.
Yeah, you could probably just. Yeah, I would just hang that somewhere and then use a different one.
You use a different one.
For your question, they feel like a bigger band.
Yeah.
Compared to before. My first show was 2018 September. So their performances feel a bit more. I don't want to say performed. They're just a little bit more bigger. They're a little bit more rock stars than they used to be in terms of the way that I see their performance. 2022 was a very special and unique year because it was coming out of COVID. And that really, they were fighting against a lot of bias and fear as far as what's going to happen. Do people remember us? Do they still like us? Regardless of what, fans were saying, they don't experience that. There's definitely a disconnect. There's definitely a disconnect between fans for a band online, like in their own little community, versus the band themselves experiencing and feeling that. So I think 2022 was, I think, an extraordinarily spectacular year in terms of performance and excitement from the fans and from the band themselves, because it was just like, will they, won't they, do they not? And we totally did. We embraced them. So it was huge. This year, they came into this year, based upon my experience, much more confident in the performances. Not as like intense though. I mean, they're still they're still
like more relaxed.
Yeah, there's like
they're
a basic
still kicking ass, but
right. There's like a basic given level of kick-ass intensity from Band-Maid. But last year I feel was just a little bit more special and a little bit more, again, just like hungry.
Yeah.
This year they realized, okay, we're okay. We're okay.
Yeah. I think they're like, well, we know what we can and can't handle, so we're just gonna go along for the ride, enjoy it this time. Last time I don't think they really let themselves enjoy it,
Right. So this year they were comfortable messing around with the set list. It's their 10th year. They wanted to just try to have fun and do different things. So I think that really, for me personally, that kind of showed over the course of this year compared to last. But last year I only had 2 shows, so
supposed to go to 2.
And just for me, it was like going to Portland, and Portland was completely off the chain. We did Dawn Patrol, we did all of that stuff. And then the next day I fly up to Spokane, and the energy, and a lot of that is because it was assigned seats. The energy was very different in Spokane than it was in Portland. And Anaheim was a whole different level of energy, because that was their biggest US show they played as far as attendance. It was north of 2,200. And it sold out really, really quick. They could have done a bigger venue there. So the venue matters, the city matters, but ones where we had something really big going on, like someone had mentioned the birthday shows in 2022. Those are just super special shows because they're feeling the love. And obviously out of that tour, we get memorable, which they realized pretty quickly that, these are not only did our fans not go anywhere, but they love us more than they did before COVID. I think that pushed the confidence level into 2023 and then allowed them to grow at a faster rate.
I didn't think about it that way with COVID and not having shows. I wondered if, they did think, well, maybe the US forgot about us, our US fans, or that's kind of interesting. Well, I'm glad we showed them not to worry about it.
We showed them.
We showed them.
There was 2 other questions in here. Let's see.
Someone asked me what bands I listened to before Band-Maid.
Before Band-Maid, yeah.
Well, Band-Maid's probably the first significant Japanese band that I've listened to. But I'm primarily a female vocalist listener because I like to sing and I'm a pretty good singer. So anything that's like, I love all female bands like Conquer Divide, strong rock vocals like Hailstorm, Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm, Amy Lee is good. Listen to Paris, which is spelled Pvris. She's pretty interesting. A lot of your alternative rock, heavy rock, borderline metal with female vocalists. That's basically what I've been listening to since before I found Band-Maid.
Someone's going to ask, do you listen to The Warning now?
I do not.
Okay.
I'm one of those people, I fixate on Band-Maid and I'm like, oh, I'm sticking there. That's it.
All right. So this is a question for all of us from Chester. Yay or nay, pyrotechnics at Yokohama Arena? Destiny, you go first.
Oh, they're better.
Sorry.
They're better as hell be some pyrotechnics. I would love that. Damn it.
I'm with Peter. I don't think so. That I've never gotten that vibe off them. Smoke and lasers has been
Yeah.
their thing going forward.
Maybe
Yeah.
for one or two songs though, for something big or like a new song or something, just to be like, pow.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. That's a really good
They're
question.
they're not bombastic in that way.
No, they're not showboaters.
Yeah, that's not part of their wheelhouse. That's not, yeah. I can't
No,
see
but I
that.
would love to see it once, just to say I saw it and it happened.
Because like I can't see like the fireworks going and the girls be like,
Really?
you know, just like
You can't see Konami up front shredding and like,
nah,
Come
not like
on.
that. She'd be like,
oh man.
psyche,
Not.
yeah,
Oh my
that
goodness.
yeah. All right. Well, we are at 2 hours and 5 minutes.
I know it's long.
Look at us go.
I do think it is time to slowly wind things down.
Yeah. I like Mear's idea though, but pyro for warning and shambles.
That'd be fun. I'm in agreement with that one. I can see it.
Only if Konami is strapped to the top of a car and it's just driving around the stage. She's like, ah.
Maybe they've had enough of that from their music video last time.
Well, I'm pretty sure they had enough of it from there.
Strapping
All right.
those maids in.
All right. Destiny, do you think you feel like taking us out? Oh, whoa. Peter, you wanted to push Patreon again.
Push
Before we
it.
close
Yeah.
out.
So just very quickly, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. I'll post it in the description also and in the comments. As I mentioned, my plan is to move to Tokyo in order to be closer to what's happening with the music scene in Japan. And I think the frequency at which I was being able to meet bands and put things out this year, it may even double or triple next year. But with that, there's going to be a lot more material. All of it cannot go on to MNN. Otherwise, MNN will no longer be made in News Network. So a lot of things will have to kind of be kind of pushed over into the Patreon. So I do encourage you guys to check out the website, to check out the page, check out the different tiers, and see how you can participate, how you can support. But it's not just supporting us. You will be getting a lot of benefits back that you can't get anywhere else. It's very exclusive stuff. So please take a look, and thank you so much. I'm excited to go on this new chapter, this new leg. And yeah, with this new chapter, really, I think a lot of new opportunities, and I would love to continue introducing you guys to new bands, and really hoping and helping and believing that some of these bands will be pushed out into the bigger, broader general public. So yeah, that is me. So MNN Tokyo Plus.
Hey, good job, Peter. So proud of
Thank
you.
you. Thanks.
All right. Destiny, you want to take a shot at taking us out?
Oh Lord. Sure.
Putting you on the spot. Okay.
Oh Lord, sure. Don't call
That's
SJ
basically-
Lord. Don't call SJ Lord.
Okay, I won't. Geez, sorry. This has been Made News Network with Destiny, Peter, and SJ. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this live stream. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you for welcoming me onto the channel. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Go listen to some Band-Maid.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will see you very, very soon with brand new content.
Year 2 is up. Okay. Bye, guys. See you later. Bye. Thank you.